We're back together, baby.
We are. It's been very lonely without you.
I've been through grief before.
Yeah.
Does it get any easier? No. Obviously, I'm very witchy. It's all these little factors that you don't think about. It's the after effect and the ripple it has on everyone, and people are just so devastated. Oh yeah, have a bit of that, Kels. Her new one is she was a witch in her past life, and I actually wouldn't put it past her.
Well done, Kels.
I know.
Proud of you, mate.
The second wave
Kels.
of grief.
No more universe, thank you.
Yeah. If you don't laugh, you will cry. It's the ripple effect. It's not just you, it's everyone around you. So loads of people think that I've gone out and had a new tattoo.
That's where I was so confused.
He thought he was going to have to swim the channel. He thought he was going to swim the channel. And I was like, you're not doing it. You're not swimming the channel. The house is like getting bare because she just keeps taking presents in for people.
I'm a tight northerner. I can't pay someone. I just feel like I should know how to do a year 3 piece of homework. So I've been Georgia Jones.
And I've been Kelsey Parker.
And we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place, next week. Kels, I'm so happy you're back. I'm so glad I've got my partner in crime back with me.
We're back together, baby.
We are. It's been very lonely without you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, George. I think obviously that is like the hardest question, and I've been asked that like so many times.
Yeah.
Obviously from people on the street, mums at the school, like everyone, dads at the school. Can't just forget my dad.
Don't forget the dads. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, George, I've been through grief before.
Yeah.
Does it get any easier? No. Like obviously this came as like the biggest shock because I thought I was going to have a perfect little baby.
Yeah.
And that's not been the case. Mate, the only thing I can make light of it is maybe I'm sent this stuff for a reason.
Because you're made of the strong stuff, you are, Kels. So if anyone doesn't know, listening, that sadly Kelsey's little baby boy Phoenix was born.
I said sleeping to people.
Yeah.
I just think it's so hard because I feel like sleeping now obviously makes it a bit like dreamlike. But ultimately, Phoenix was born dead.
Yeah.
And for me, I've had to use the words dead. We know that I've spoken about the past because the kids understand that he has died and he's not here.
Yeah. And I kind of want to just give the platform to you, Kels. Me and Kels have talked about it, and I was like, what do we want to ask? What do you want to talk about? But in fact, it's not my story to ask or to chip in on. So I think the platform is yours, Kels. So you tell us what you're comfortable with telling us and what you kind of want people to know about everything that happened.
Well, obviously I carried Phoenix for 9 months. He came a week early. He came summer solstice.
Yeah.
I think there's obviously I'm very witchy and
it's very you the day
I
you
know
came,
and we
isn't it?
kept saying that I think he's going to come that day, and he did actually come that day. And you know it was, I don't want to go too much into detail about everything, but obviously Phoenix came into the world and he actually wasn't breathing when he came, and I know other people want answers, but there isn't an answer that I can give people.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm still going through the process of losing a baby.
Grieving.
And I just think grief looks so different to when I lost Tom.
Does it feel different then to when you lost Tom?
It feels a lot different because I think with a baby, and obviously I had Phoenix for 9 months inside me, you're sort of grieving for something as well that I've not got.
Yeah.
Which is really tough because I had 13 years with Tom, so it's a completely different sort of grief because I'm grieving again what we could have had, and I'm grieving for the kids. And now I am grieving for the kids because obviously they were so excited.
Yeah.
And it's going through this with Will, you know, going through grief with a partner. But do you know what? That has definitely helped me this time.
Has it? Having somebody there as your support.
Yeah, and having them like cuddles in bed and when you're feeling crap. And, you know, I did go through that moment. And you know, people that have gone through grief will know this moment that you have a time where you're just laid in bed and you literally don't feel like you can get out of bed.
Yeah.
And I had it I had to go to K2K, and I knew that I needed to face the parents. And obviously K2K is my family. Like, it's my second home. Like, we go there every weekend. I've had it for a very long time, the dance school. And I know the parents and everyone care about me a lot, and the kids. And for me, it was the kids as well. We had to actually send an email out to the parents to just talk through baby loss.
Of course, because they'd all
some of the 3-year-olds go, hang on, Miss Kelsey, where's your baby?
Yeah, of course.
So it's all these little factors that you don't think about. So for me, it was that morning, and Will was like, you don't have to go. I was like, but I want to go. I can't explain to you this feeling, but I know I need to go. But it's just the weight. You feel like you have the weight of the world just sat on top of you.
Yeah.
Of like everyone's problems on you.
Yeah, I totally get it.
But I did get up. And obviously, you know what my mum and my auntie and everyone's like my mum came and done the school run with me straight away.
Amazing.
After. I think it is that it's the after effect and the ripple it has on everyone, and people are just so devastated.
Yeah, and it's that, you know, that there's going to be people like asking you questions, people giving you a hug, like, are you okay? And with each question, it never gets any easier, does it? And like, you know, if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling like you want to cry, and then one person asks you, are you okay? That's it, isn't it? Your floodgates open, and you that's it, you're gone.
You're like, yeah, especially when I did the school run, and obviously so many people came and hugged me and whatever, and I was like, I'm okay. But yeah, obviously we lost Phoenix, and it's just now the ripple effect on the family of how we navigate grief for the second time round.
And how were the kids? Because obviously, like, that's a hell of a chat, isn't it, to have with 2 young children?
Yeah. You know what, as well, I watched an episode of this.
Yeah.
And it was me, and it was like, I've gone through the worst. What else can happen?
Kels,
and it was like, before Phoenix, it was like, oh yeah, have a bit of that, Kels.
This is what could happen.
You could have a bit more.
Oh, Kels.
But the kids, I think with Aurelia, what the problem is she needed an answer. And what she was finding, and what I was finding, is the answer that I was giving wasn't good enough.
Right, okay.
So when obviously Phoenix first died, I said Phoenix is now with Daddy. Well, that was it. She was angry with her dad. Why is Daddy taking everyone? So I was like, okay, that's maybe not the right thing to say. So, and she didn't, and she was relentless.
Right, okay.
And I say to anyone, you don't need therapy when you've got Aurelia Parker around you. I said to Will, you won't need to go to therapy. I was like, because she is a therapist. Because she actually makes you talk about it.
Right,
and she goes on and on until she got the answer. And I feel like we're at a stage where she's okay with the answer.
Yeah. Did you think was it quite like cathartic for you, her doing that, or were you a bit like, I don't want to talk about it, please stop asking me?
No, at the time I knew that they needed to go through it and process it. So I'm like, if we all talk about it, then we're going to get through this as a family. But now I have to say to her, Aurelia, because she goes on about death, like she is actually, I know I joked before that we're the Addams family, but oh my God, we've taken it to the extreme. I'm just like, okay. And she's like, do they know about my, like, obviously she wanted to go and tell like the kids of like her age as well.
Yeah.
Like my friend at gymnastics, when her son, she was like, does Archie know? Have you told Archie? I'm like, okay. Like she wants everyone to know. She wants to share the news.
But I suppose that's how some people.
But also I think she processes everyone's reaction. So what reaction you would give her, she'd be like, right, okay,
yeah. She's always been that type of little girl, though, hasn't she? Yeah. She's very reactive.
And she's just not a normal 6-year-old. She's not.
Very.
Her new one is she was a witch in her past life, and I actually wouldn't put it past her. That's what she keeps saying to people.
She's been listening to you.
I was a witch in my past life. I'm like, you might have been, girl.
You might have been.
But,
and what about Bodhi? Because obviously he's a bit younger, isn't he?
Bodhi's a bit younger, and me and Mum say it all the time that it's like when something happens, Bodhi sort of just misses it that little bit. Like when we lost Tom, Ray was a bit older. She understood it. He was 18 months, no clue.
Not a memory.
Then even with this, he understands it. But I think with Bodhi, because he's had so much loss, and the only person that's been there through it all is me. I think as long as I'm there, I'm present, and he can see me, he's happy.
Yeah, and also with kids, like, especially with kids Bodhi's age, he may well forget this.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, obviously...
His sister will not let him.
Yeah, obviously the memory of Phoenix will always live on, but he'll forget the moment.
Of course he will.
Because he's of that age where they do. Like, even Cooper now. I said, do you remember that last year? He's like, no, don't know who that person is. I'm like, how do you not remember a year ago?
They don't know.
But they don't.
And I think, even with Bodhi, when we lost Phoenix, he said to me, it's all right, Mum. At least you can pick me up tomorrow. But he actually meant that I could physically carry him. Because where I'd gotten so big, I was like, I can't actually pick you up now. You are getting a bit too big for me. So he went, it's all right, Mum. At least you can like carry me around tomorrow.
So speaking of Bodhi, the man, the main man, is he feeling okay about starting school?
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I felt that we was going to have problems with him starting.
Because of the awful time you'd had prior, or just in general?
I just think because Bodhi's just more my sensitive child. And also his activities, he was doing his activities during the day and then they moved to the evening. So he's really had like starting school, but all his activities have changed.
Yes.
And that's big
a lot
for
of change.
Them. It's a lot of change.
Yeah.
But he has been absolutely fantastic. He loves it.
Oh.
He's so happy.
And how have you felt? Because obviously you probably had in your head, Bodhi will start school. I'm going to lose my little boy being at home
but
with
I was
me.
going to have,
but you were going to have Phoenix. So how have you navigated that? Do you feel, has that made you sad?
It's made me sad, but do you know what? I've actually listened to myself and I have actually rested. And I don't think that...
Well done, Kels.
I know.
Proud of you, mate.
I've hated every moment. No, I've actually rested and chilled and done stuff that I like. I've listened to my body.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to refuel everything now for myself. But yeah, obviously it's bittersweet, isn't it? It's so bittersweet because I thought I was going to be at home with a newborn. And also our summer completely changed.
Yeah.
You know, we did go to Turkey on holiday.
Yeah.
That was never planned.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, of course. You went on holiday afterwards.
Yeah.
A while after, didn't you?
We needed to get away, just the four of us, to actually grieve as a family of four.
Yeah.
But that was never planned.
No.
We wasn't going to be going abroad because I was going to have a baby.
Yeah.
And our plans completely changed. Our summer completely changed.
Yeah. Did you do that a bit as well to kind of like jolly the kids along with it all? Or did you just feel like you just needed to get away?
I think we needed to get away. And also from it, like, obviously we have got the biggest support system, but I think even just to give them a break from us.
Yeah.
Because I think they constantly worry.
It gets heavy, doesn't it?
It gets heavy. They're just looking at us every day going, how are they coping? Are they doing all right? Like, it's constant, isn't it? Constant worry. So I think when they knew that we went away, then they had a little...
Were you worrying that you were...
They had a bit of respite from us.
Yeah. Were you worried that you felt like you were going to be a burden then?
Not that I think I'm a burden, but I just think I can see people's look in their eyes when they see me. And what I'm struggling with at the moment is going out and seeing people.
Yeah.
I've probably made myself a little bit more of a recluse this time. I think when Tom died, I wanted to go out. I wanted to front everyone and be like, I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay. Like,
I think as well because it was like a soft entry into grieving because Tom was ill for quite a while. Yeah. Whereas obviously this was kind of shock and...
Yeah.
You know.
And also I know people, they think, can that poor girl go through any more?
Yeah.
That I know that they think that and they're so upset for me.
Yeah.
And I take that in and I absorb that and I feel like, I
remember you saying that about Tom, like it was hard because you were almost having to support people that also
terrible.
felt upset.
And I do think with Tom, where we'd paid so much on treatment for him and there wasn't a lot of money in the pot.
Yeah.
I had to go back to work.
Yeah.
There wasn't actually an option. It was like, Kels, you've got to get back on it but maybe Tom made it like that so I would be okay because work does get me through, but I have actually taken, not that I've got loads of money in the bank now, but
It's taken a bit of time.
I've taken a bit of time.
So are you back fully to work now then? Have you? Yeah. You've eased yourself into it?
So since Bodhi's gone back to school, the last 2 weeks I'm back to...
I think this is what people don't like talk about as well. Like, you've got to earn a living. Like, you've lost a baby. One of the most horrendous things has happened to you. But you've got to carry on.
I know. And I think you know, there's someone who's close to me and you that they said, you've got to take time off. You've got to do this. You've got to do it. I'm like, I have bills to pay and I have kids that are in private school. Like, I can't.
No.
Like, if I could run off for a year, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I know that's the thing. If you're a multi-squadrillionaire and you had all the
You'd
money.
have to actually, well, with the cost of living, let's not even get started on that, Jules. But, do you know what I mean? You'd need a lot of money behind you for you not to work.
Yeah.
And also, we are self-employed.
Yeah.
I know we always sit on this pod and moan about our money and whatever else, but it's true. I'm self-employed, working mum of 2.
Yeah, we don't get what pay is it when it's if someone's died?
Oh, like bereavement
pay. Is that what it's called?
Well, I guess if you worked for a company, you
that's
would
what
get
I mean.
the time
That's
off.
what I mean. If you know.
But I wonder also working for a company where it sits like what time would you get off? Having a stillborn baby, because obviously if you was going to take 9 months maternity, would you still get that for a baby that's not here?
That is a really, really good question. Oh my God.
Right into us. We want to know.
We need to find that out because really, you probably should because like...
And I think you'd, well...
Oh, at least.
I've needed more time this time. This time round, it's like the second wave of grief.
No more universe, thank you.
Yeah. I'm done now. I'm here to guide everyone through grief. I know.
Tom was just lonely up there.
I know. I feel like he's been lonely, and he's like, I'm calling everyone up. We had to put Buddy down the dog. I'm like,
oh, you're joking.
I was like, he's got his hands full up there.
Well,
I think he has been calling it on. Or I said to Tom's mum, I was like, I feel like he thinks that we've not grieved for him enough. So he's like, have a bit of that, have a bit of that.
And have you done?
That's
anything?
a joke, guys, as well. That's a joke.
We can joke about death. It is okay to do. Keeps it lighthearted sometimes. You've got to sometimes.
And if you don't laugh, you will cry. And that is it.
Yeah.
We had some moments after we lost Phoenix where I was literally crying of laughter. And I think if anyone looked in, they would be like, how's she doing that? But I was thinking, I will literally break into a million pieces if I can't. Not obviously I wasn't making light of losing Phoenix, but of something. I was laughing with my mum because I was like, I would literally be broken. And I think that's when people look at me and go, how is she so strong?
Yeah.
But I'm like,
you have to
be, and I have to make myself strong. And I have to be present for the kids and I have to show up. And I think as a frequency and a vibration, I can vibrate high and I've had to lift myself up.
Yeah. Sometimes you do. And especially when you've got kids, you have to push through, unfortunately. Because sometimes you do want to sit in a pit and speak to no one and cry all day and not wash and not leave your bed. But when you have children... You've not got a great deal of choice.
No, because they still need to be fed.
They need to be fed. They need to see their mummy functioning
as
a
it's
human.
No good as well, because you could quite easily go, oh, could you have the kids for a little while? Like say to my mum or my auntie, could you have... But I don't think that would have done them any favours. Like they needed to see me, see Will, make sure we're okay.
Yeah, they need...
Even Kelsey's Albie, obviously I am his auntie.
Yeah.
Not biologically, but I'm his auntie. He struggled so much. And I was going to, because obviously they told him Kelsey's baby's dead.
Yeah.
Phoenix has died.
How old's he again?
So he's the year between Bodhi and Aurelia.
Yeah.
So Albie's 5. And he loves his football. Me and Kelsey have got all our money on him being a footballer because that's our dreams.
Yeah.
We were talking to him last night about what cars we want. But he was misbehaving at football. And I was saying to Dean and Kels, I was like, guys, like, he's going through something. I said, you need to listen to him. I said, because when would he ever muck around at football? He goes like 5 times a week.
Right?
He never, ever mucks around. But in his head, I know what he was thinking. What does Kelsey look like now? What does Kelsey look like after having a dead baby?
Yeah.
So I actually eventually saw Albie like 4 days later, and he was so nervous to see me. And then when he saw me, he went, oh. And you could see that he could, and he was like,
visibly relaxed in front of you. Yeah.
She looks all right.
Yeah.
And then he was off playing around my house and whatever. But he actually needed to see me to know that
he was worried about you.
He was really, really worried.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was my point there?
I don't know how we got onto that, but I think we were just talking about kids and, how
but
the mums have to be there.
Yeah, and I think he needed to
and
see
dads,
me.
obviously.
And I said, and obviously where Kelsey and Dean were grieving as well,
of course.
they weren't dealing with Albie, and they were thinking, oh, he just misbehaved. And I'm like, you're all grieving for me, because it's the ripple effect. It's not just you, it's everyone around you that loves you that goes, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that just wants to protect you and look after you and make sure you're okay. And really, when something like that happens, you're not going to be okay, and there's no protecting, and you've just got to be there, haven't you, as a support, and that's
I think you need to know you're not going to be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But sit with that. Sit with not being okay.
You posted a story today, and it was really good. It was that picture of that little elephant.
Yeah.
It was about how, like, you're not going to be okay, but you can sit with it, and it won't ever go.
No,
I think
grief doesn't go.
Yeah, it was the feeling won't ever go, but it'll sit inside you like a scar.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a really good analogy of, like, grief.
Phoenix always will be a part of me.
Yeah.
And that's what's... You asked me before this pod.
About
she said
tattoo.
The tattoo.
Yeah.
But what's funny is Phoenix was always going to be Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I didn't know
You
what
knew
I
that
was
was
having.
gonna be their
boy,
name.
girl.
Yeah.
The baby was always going to be called Phoenix.
Yeah.
So it's not even the fact that I've lost a baby. I've like, oh, it's my little Phoenix. No, the baby was always going to be called Phoenix.
Yeah.
We never even... even a few weeks before we had him, I was going to Will... Are we still going with that name? He's like, yes, we decided, like, literally when we found out we were pregnant, we picked the name.
That's when you found the name.
But everyone kept saying to me, where are you going to put the baby?
Yeah.
You've got Aurelia, you've got Bodhi. But when Tom died, I had a Phoenix tattoo on my side.
Right, this is where I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just reposted that. So loads of people think that I've gone out and had a new tattoo.
That's where I was so confused.
That tattoo has been with me when I had Aurelia and Bodhi. Phoenix has always been on me.
Is that why you chose the name, though? Because you had a Phoenix on you?
What? Obviously, my hope that this was going to be me rising from the ashes, and Phoenix was going to be
that.
But maybe it is, but in a different way that I never thought that it was going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe I have rose from the ashes, but in a different way.
We went off on a tangent like we always do.
It's not like us, George.
We're going back to Bodhi and his little school start.
Right, so how adorable does he look in the uniform?
Too cute.
I just can't cope.
He doesn't look big enough to be in a uniform.
No, but he's actually not big enough. He's just so small, and I just look at him like he's just the littlest in the actual year. But listen to this, George, this story, right? So I picked him up from school, and the teacher came out and she said, Bodhi cried in assembly. And I was like, oh, did he? And then she went, yeah. And then he went back to the class and he continued to cry.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's really not like him. They was like, we kept asking like what was wrong, but we couldn't really get to the bottom of it. She said, however, the assembly was about a lady that swam the channel from France to England. So they said, eventually they went, right, Bodhi, what's wrong? He went, I can't swim that far. He thought he was swimming the channel. He was like, I'm at school now. Obviously, I do everything that I'm told at school. They're obviously showing us this for a reason. I'm swimming the channel.
He thought he was going to have to swim the channel.
He thought he was going to swim the channel.
Oh, boy.
Also, the night before, he had swimming lessons. And no one turned up to the swimming lessons, so he had a private lesson. So in his head, he's thinking, she's preparing me.
I'm training.
I'm in training. She keeps talking about the food that I'm eating.
Oh, no.
It broke my heart. So I was like, at that age, it's all so literal, isn't it?
My God,
They're obviously showing this video.
Yeah.
And Aurelia went, yeah, I did see him crying, and I wondered why he was crying. She went, no, of course we're not swimming the channel.
Oh, bless.
And then I spoke to him later on. He was like, can you stop bringing it up?
Oh, he's
like,
he didn't want
anyone to know. And then when we got home, I said, but why did you think that? And then he started crying again. And then he went, I'm going to get really thirsty. And I was like, you're not doing it. You're not swimming the channel.
Bodhi, get it into your head. You're not swimming the channel.
And I said, also, if we are actually going to talk about you swimming the channel, there would be a boat with you the whole time. You wouldn't just go and swim the channel. However, you were not doing it.
You're not doing it. We're not. That's not what's happening.
He just cracks me up, but also broke my heart because I was like, that is so cute.
What do you think's been the hardest bit of getting the kids back to school?
I think, like, mine have obviously had so long off.
Yeah.
Mine was getting motivated. Aurelia needed to go back to school.
Needed a bit of routine in her life.
Oh, yeah. And also, I think she's been angry about the situation.
Right.
With Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I think she needs to go back to school and...
have, like, just something to kind of, like, distract her a little bit.
How's Cooper been?
He's been all right. He was really anxious about starting, because I do have an anxious little child.
No, and also is that going up to that year group?
Yeah, juniors. So he's gone to junior school now.
Bodhi thought that he was going into reception with the old reception children. He didn't realise that they were moving up to year 1. So that's why he was a bit nervous. He was like, I thought they were
be older kids.
Yeah. I was like, no, darling. So how's he getting on at juniors?
He's gone and he's absolutely loving it now. But it was just the thought of doing it. But I'd messaged my school mum friends prior. I was like,
just the thought of going back to school?
Yeah. But I messaged them and I was like, can we all meet up like half an hour before we go in with the kids, just so they can all see each other and like go in together? That made the world of difference. Like, and I told Cooper the night before, I was like, we're seeing your besties beforehand and you can all go in together.
Has Cooper only got 1 class per year?
No, there's loads. I think there's 4 or 5. Yeah, so it's a big school. So
they don't mix them up though?
Not this year. Next year, which I'm dreading because Cooper was not going to be happy about that. But
Aurelia went back to a mixed class.
Did she? And how did she find that? Was she still with like her best mate?
I think no, she didn't get anyone. I know,
but I do meant to have someone.
I know, and I only emailed one person in. Because it's someone that she actually
really likes.
From when she was born, she's known this little girl.
Yeah.
For a very, very long time. So I was like, if she could just have one person, that would be the person. But they didn't give her anyone.
Oh, God.
My only thing with Aurelia is she'll be fine.
Yeah.
She's fine wherever she is, whoever she is with. I think she goes off and talks to kids in all different year groups.
She's a socialite, that girl.
Yeah, that's it. She goes around, she comes back, someone's made her slime. She's like
we just 7 new best friends.
Yeah, that is Aurelia. She's friends with girls they've gone into year 7, and then I think the other one might be year 5.
Oh my God, year 7?
I know, but theirs is a really small school, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
But they brought slime, and then she's like, can I take them in a present? I'm like, the house is like getting bare because she just keeps taking presents in for people.
Just keeps taking her toys.
Yeah, just take it in.
Yeah, give them away, no problem. Do you know what I'm finding the hardest about school starting? Cooper's homework.
Yeah. Is it jumped up?
I cannot do it, Kels. Honestly, like to the point where
ChatGPT, babe.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even understand the question.
Just put it on ChatGPT.
What? Yeah, but it's like sheets and sheets. Yeah. It's not just like.
But is it hard to actually get him to do it?
He would. Well, I mean, I've not done it with him yet because I read it. I sat down and read the homework. Yeah, well.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, good idea, Kels.
I'm a tight northerner. I can't pay someone, but obviously Danny's away at the moment, so.
Next week she will have a tutor then.
Yeah, he's the one that's good at maths. It's the maths. I can do the English
Get him to FaceTime Danny then.
Maybe that's what
he ain't working 24/7.
No, maybe that's what I need to do, because honestly, it's putting the fear of God into me.
Yeah, screenshot it, send it to Danny, and then they can do it together.
Yeah, that's good. That's actually a really good idea.
Danny's like, cheers, Kels.
Yeah, he's like, brilliant. I thought it was.
If not, get a tutor, because I just think with the tutors, I know, okay, it's extra money and we've got to pay, but it takes the stress from you.
Yeah.
Because she just is so rude to me when we do the homework together. She's abusive to me.
But I'm like.
But I know how she felt. Because my mum's
same.
voice used to actually go through my head. And I was like, because it's not actually your mum. It's actually the fault that you've got to do that homework.
Yeah. I just feel like I should know how to do a year 3 piece of homework, but I don't. And that I think actually,
there you go. That's the tagline there. Yeah. Georgia struggles with year 3 homework.
Yeah, Georgia can't do year 3 homework. Georgia needs tutor.
Yeah. Why don't you get a tutor for you?
Maybe I will.
And Cooper.
No, I'm done with learning. Yeah. Learning finished. I did my A-levels and that was it. Done. University, absolutely not.
Did you do A-levels?
Did A-levels.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I mean, I did geography, art, and sociology, was it?
And then did you go to uni?
No. Absolutely not. Well, I went to uni. Basically, my boyfriend at the time and my best friend went to the same university.
So you just go and stay.
So I'd just go stay there every weekend and have the best.
But what did you do when you came out of A-levels
Abuse
then?
therapy.
Oh.
Yeah, I trained as a abuse therapist and worked as a beauty therapist for 3 years.
Oh, I could imagine you doing that.
Yeah,
though.
I loved it. She really, really enjoyed it.
I would love doing something like that.
Fun fact in case
What do you
nobody
do,
knew
like
that.
facials?
Facials, nails, massage, waxing.
Ooh.
That used to be my fave, actually.
What, the waxing?
Yeah.
Just getting it all.
Yeah. Kels,
Yes.
we've come to the end. We've had a good old natter.
We have.
Thank you for being honest and open and letting us into your life, because I know it can be really difficult to talk about difficult things, but we appreciate you.
And I think for me, I share my stories, because I know this will help someone out there that's struggling. That if you can't get out of bed, that's okay. And that's when I went on Lorraine, I said the same thing. It's like, you have to do what's right for you when you're grieving.
Yeah.
If you can't get out of bed, don't get out of bed. Like,
Well,
if you
that's
think
it.
that's right for you, do it. If you want to stay in your pajamas, do that.
Yeah.
If you feel like you want to go and do the school run, do the school run.
Exactly,
I
and
think
no judgment as
Yeah,
well.
but we're
Yeah.
so judged, Jules.
Yeah.
Maybe that's for another episode, the judgment.
The
because
judgment, yeah.
We're judged. You're judged if you do. You're judged if you do. You're judged if you don't.
You are, absolutely. How dare they? But yeah, well, we're so happy you're back, Kels.
Thanks,
It's lovely
guys.
to have you.